Surrender, you fool! I have defeated larger than you. The power of the sun is with me. I felt myself speak these words as my blade collided with Lord Gwyn's, sparks dancing as his grey beard flowing back sharply from the force of our swords clashing in the battle. I gripped my blade and gritted my teeth, closing one eye to stop my own blood from entering my vision and damaging my eyes. We both wavered. I had weakened him, but he had proven to be a valiant fighter as well. So I opted for one final thing that was available in my possession. As I backstepped, he did as well, our blades clashing as we did so, casting even more sparks of brilliant white into the air. I groped at my bag, and it seemed my opponent had a similar idea. I gazed at my blade as it now sparked with the power of lightning, shining its magnificence in the dark room. I gazed at the fire of my enemy's blade. This was going to decide the battle. You cannot defeat me, undead. You lack the skill. You lack the heart to face lords. Under normal circumstances, I would have been mocked by these words, but I knew they were not true. I have defeated Nito, the first of the dead, Seath the Scaleless, and many others before this day. It was time that this sick game ended. Perhaps not before, but now I carry the souls of lords. Dispense of your prattling, and let's be done with you. I felt my remaining eye twitch as I stared down Lord Gwyn as he charged, bringing his sword back to prepare another fierce attack. Not today. I felt these words escape my lips in a mere mumble. I swing the weight of my shield into the oncoming blade, throwing the Lord from his balance in effective parry. You shall fall by my hand! Both my eyes shot open as I rammed my sword through his chest, forcing through his would-be heart. I was panting and exhausted. I looked upon my blood-stained blade and at the Lord I had felled. The Lord of Sunlight, dead by my hands, and his body started to fade. I could feel his soul, as powerful as it was. I did not care for this. I sheathed my blade and put my shield on my back. I remembered my last dream, similar to this, one only victored by different methods. Perhaps I was seeing the future. Regardless, I brought my hand forward. May you find your son, my friend. I cracked a smile, remembering my closest brethren, the one I was fondest of, the being solace. As I wished his soul its dues, into the bonfire I gazed upon it and felt my body fade. At last, peace. I felt my lungs burn like an inferno in the blackness. I felt panicked, my body numbed and stiffened. Was this death? True death? I received my answer when the burning stopped and my eyes fluttered open. Through my visor I was allowed a view of the sky, a beautiful blue sky. Was everything before this just another dream? I did not know, but chose to rise, pushing on my hands and pulling my feet beneath me to examine my surroundings. The breeze felt upon my face was rather nice, calming and relaxing. Really, I cherished this moment before taking in my surroundings. What I was greeted with was odd, but welcomed. It did seem to me that I had awoken in the middle of the forest path. My blade and shield and all my other worldly possessions from this dream seemed to have accompanied me. Quite a beautiful young place. My voice filled with gravel, while making my voice come as more of a growl. Most peculiar. It wasn't like that when I last heard myself speak, though that was a dream. Facts are likely subject to change between dreams and reality. The forest surrounded me with mazes of great trees, dark. Cracked bark shielded the wood beneath the deep green leaves sprung from the branches, creating a thick canopy over the clearing, except for every center was a full glimpse of a deep blue above, from which a mess of vines hung limply, and were just inches even in from my tall stature. The sun's piercing rays didn't quite penetrate the blanket of leaves, but it was filtered through the leaves, becoming a dim, slightly greenish light. While the light also seeped through my tiny gaps between the leaves, the narrow shafts of sunlight slowly grew, shrank, and shifted as the light breeze rustled the leaves. I felt myself crack my fist, smile at the beauty. I felt myself crack my first smile at the beauty of the trees around me. Something I haven't done since the last time I saw Solaire. But now was not the time to celebrate, for I had not yet truly escaped danger. It seemed, for as I turned and caught a sight of a strange creature. Ah, a simple wolf. This should be... Wait. Is that a wolf made of... wood? As I gripped my blade and looked the figure over, I yet again received an answer through a roar, and it was made of hard wood jumping out to surround me. My shield was not going to help me block all of them, however, but they were mere animals, and the best part was they were all made out of wood. This gave me an edge. My, looks like it's time for some fun for once. I put my shield away as a spark ignited in my hand, and I held the ember of a close friend. I sheathed my blade and chopped at the flame just as the wolf charged at me. I threw the powerful flaming energy into the floor, unleashing a storm of pure white brilliance and unfettered heat which set them ablaze in their tracks, and then making them fall apart, only for the pieces to be engulfed in more flame and incinerate. I now stood in the center of a circle of small yet intense flames and embers. The nearby trees cracked under the heat of flames that sprang up around the thick trunks. Oh, that does not look good. I slowly backed away from the small mess of flames and wood, hoping no one around me would see that. Let's hope this forest is not significant. Otherwise, I have much explaining to do. I made off a brisk pace down the wide path which was flanked by overgrowth. I kept walking for what I felt like hours, though it was welcomed. After many dreams of constant running, it felt amazing to have a nice, relaxing walk on my way. Walk on my way to wherever it may be the wind takes me. Proceeding in my travels, humming a jolly tune, the rebirth within my helmet, I saw a large red building in the distance. I thought this to be a barn, although painted in a color that is fitting but uncommon in my home of Lordran. Ah, civilization at last. I took a moment and gazed at the sun in thanks, praising its magnificent light, before I stand forward towards the barn, only to be stopped in my tracks. For what I saw kicking the apples down was no man, but a small orange equine. Author's notes. Just as a side note, there will be transitions between the knight's point of view and the ponies in the early chapters. This is just him waking up in Equestria. Also, thanks a lot for Sweet Autumns for editing.